motivational book ever been written. Now, I want you to repeat after me, please. We got to recondition our minds first. Let us say together, good things are supposed to happen to me. Yeah, write that down. I want you to say that to yourself every day. See, we live in a world where we believe that bad things are supposed to happen to us. I remember at a point in my life, Bishop, when things are going good for me, and I said, this is too good to be true. Something is bound to happen. Guess what? It did. Thou shalt decree a thing that shall be established unto you and shall accomplish that whereunto it has been sent. Watch your words. Watch what you say about yourself, about your affairs. Be conscious of that on a daily basis. Why? Because your words are powerful. In the beginning was the word. Life and death is in the tongue. Watch what you say. Never say I'm broke. Say I'm overcoming a cash flow problem. Claim what you want, not what you don't want. So affirm, good things are supposed to happen to me, and begin to believe that. Begin to expect that. Now, I was talking to my oldest son, Calvin. We were going for a walk. And I said, Calvin, do you want to be successful? He said, yes, sir, Dad. It's okay. He kept on walking. Then I stopped and I looked him in the eyes. It's my namesake, my junior. I said, Calvin, we're looking at each other eye to eye now. Do you expect to be successful? Given the fact that you are a single parent of 2 kids, given the fact that you decided not to go to college to further your education, given the fact that you are very talented, but you're behind on your dreams and your bills, do you expect, based upon your performance, based upon what you produce at this point in time in your life, do you expect to be successful? And Calvin got quiet. Because see, if you ask most people at the Manpower Conference, do you want to be successful? Do you want to live a life of productivity? Do you want to live a life of contribution? Do you want to be a better father? Do you want to have your own business? Are there dreams you want? Everybody will say yes. But see, want shows up in conversation. Expectations shows up in behavior. See, I can tell what you expect by what you do. That's why the Bible says, judge a tree by the fruit it bears, not the fruit that it wants, not the fruit that it talks about, that it claims, but by what you are doing. See, what you do when you leave here, when the music stops, when the shouting dies down, your behavior, how you conduct yourself, writing your goals down, deciding to enroll in school to get a GED, deciding to sit in the class with children young enough to be your grandchildren, decide to find some product, some idea, some service that you can provide so that you can begin to create some value for yourself so you can create wealth. Well, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important that we begin to learn how to create wealth. I'm not talking about loving money. See, I believe the lack of money is the root of all evil. People are steal for money. People are killed for money. People go to jail for money. Every time the unemployment goes up, in those areas where the unemployment is high, that's where you have the highest incidence of crime and violence. Whenever the unemployment goes up 1% in our community, 10,000 children are battered. One, money makes a difference in your life. I never wanted to be rich. All I've ever wanted to do was to be comfortable. How many of you ever wanted to be comfortable? Raise your hands. Then I realized how to be comfortable, you got to be rich. No, a friend of mine, Zig Ziglar, said, people say money won't make you happy, but everybody want to find out for themselves. Davenport say money ain't important, but it's right up there with oxygen. And let me tell you something, fellas, even if you're as homeless as I am, if you got some money, women will find something cute on you. He got earlobe like Denzel, honey. Money makes a difference. I used to be so broke when creditors would call the house, my children would answer the phone and say, my daddy's home. I was so broke at one time in my life, I walked by a bank and tripped the alarm. I tell you, poverty sucks. You hear me? Repeat after me, please. I'll never be broke again. Yes, write that down. I affirm that I'll never be broke again. Never. Never will I ever be broke again. Let me tell you what money does. Number one, it gives you control over your life. Write that down. Three, it allows you to live a life of contribution, to contribute to things that you feel strongly about, like this ministry and the work of Project 2000 will be doing to change the lives of young people. Bishop Jake's vision is that we can have Little League football teams and baseball teams and basketball teams. Then we can have Little League dermatologists and cardiologists and endocrinologists. So he's now establishing an institution, Project 2000, to give our young people the methods and the techniques to reinvent themselves as we go into the next millennium. And this era that Peter Drucker calls the era of the 3 C's: accelerated change, overwhelming complexity, and tremendous competition. So here's the first step to accumulating wealth. If you expect to do it, write this down. You must be willing to do the things today others won't do, in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. That's why the book of life said the road to life is straight and narrow, and few there be that find it, because few there be that are willing to do the things today others won't do, in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. What are the things that others won't do? Number one, make discipline a major force in your life. How many of you know if you'd have been more disciplined, you'd be further along to reach your goals right now? Socrates said the undisciplined life is an insane life. The road to life is straight and narrow because few there be that are willing to discipline themselves. Here's something else that most people won't do. Make it okay to fail. A lot of people, 85% of people, allow their fear of failure to outweigh their desire to succeed. Repeat after me, please. Anything that's worth doing is worth doing badly. Yeah, see, anything is worth doing right, as we have been taught, if you know how to do it. But if you don't know how to do it, it's worth doing badly until you get it right. Now write this down. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. The first time I stood up to speak, I stood up and my mind sat down. I looked at the audience and I panicked. I had to introduce a play at school. We're about to start. Ran up, Mr. Washington. Mr. Brown, where are you going? Mr. Washington, I can't think, sir. I don't know. Did you rehearse? Yes, sir, I did. Well, what's wrong? Why did you say your lines? I don't know, sir. I got up there and I looked at him and everything like, let me do it another day, please, sir. No, go back out there, Mr. Brown. Mr. Washington, I'll mess up, please, sir. Don't send me out there now. I'll mess up. Mr. Brown, if you run now, you will always be running. Anything that's worth doing, it's worth doing badly until you get it right. Why are you moving like that? I got to go to the bathroom, sir. Mr. Brown, go back out there. Yes, sir. We're about to start a play called 12 Angry Men, directed by Mr. Leroy Washington. And I ran off. The next day, hey, Alfalfa! Hey, Les Brown, how are you? They dogged me out. They talked about me so bad. The next time another event came up, Mr. Washington, Mr. Brown, you're up. I said, no, Mr. Washington. Everybody says, no, not him. I said,
all right, y'all. Y'all kind of get the point of what what he was getting at there. If you don't, I'll reiterate. Like he said, there's nothing wrong with failing as long as you're failing forward. As long as you're failing forward. For a lot of us, when we come to the charts, we don't understand. We're terrified. We feel like Les Brown did, standing in front of those people, and that is okay. That is okay, but you gotta have somebody in your corner, like that teacher, who let him know, no, you gotta get back out there. You need somebody in your corner to where no matter what, they're telling you, hey, I know you're probably terrified. I get that, but you gotta get back out there. That is what Kayla and I are here to do for you guys. To encourage you to get back out there when you blow an account. That's cool. It's okay. It happens. We're not worried about that, right? We're not worried about that at all because we've all done it. And it's okay. Literally. It is okay. Okay. As long as you can get back up, try it all over again, which is what we're about to do right now. So last night, we went over some pairs, the peso, UJ, GJ, GN, and Euro USD. Went over all of those. 1 second, let me get the chat open that way I can see questions as we're going. We went over those last night. My biggest thing was making sure that once we got on the call this morning, we can kind of see what was happening. If we needed to reevaluate anything, then we would this morning. So, my screen together. All right, so this is the peso that we are looking at right now. Basically, what I'm looking for with the peso is mostly a buy. That does not mean that the peso cannot sell off. That's not what that means. What I do know is that this space needs to be filled to balance out the market. So that is what I'm looking for. So from last night until now, we have some more consolidation going on right here in this no trading area here. More consolidation was happening here, which is, is to be expected between those two areas. That's totally fine. But we got a break and a retest of support. Got a break and a retest of support right here. So the peso will likely pull back for a while and sell some more because we got that break and retest of support right here. Just like I told you guys last night, personally, I'm not looking for a sale because the peso, unless something crazy happens, can only fall not much further than I am waiting on the buy opportunity right here with the peso. That is so I'm gonna let the peso let that happen. But personally, like I said, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that bigger opportunity. I'm looking for the opportunity just like we caught like a week ago where we caught the start of the move up here. We caught the start of the move up here and just rolled the sale down. That's what I'm looking to do again for the buy. Be in that area at the start of the move and just ride the buy up. That's what I'm looking for. So before I continue from the peso, there's not really a huge update. I'm still looking for the same thing. Do you guys have any questions about the peso from last night or now?
No.
All right, let's go to UJ. UJ is not doing anything. I hope you guys can see from last night until right now why I'm identifying these areas as no trading zones. This is why. Look at what happened. Actually, let me put this back. That way you guys can see where we were as we were marking this up last night. Back one too many. Okay, this was my no trading zone, right? So everything to the right of this box had not yet happened. And still, we're only consolidating. That's it. Just like I said yesterday, price will probably rise to resistance. And then at that point, something is going to happen. Or it's just going to continue to consolidate more and more. Either way, until we get a breakout to the up or downside. I don't want to trade in this area. For the reason that you can see right now. That's why I identified it as a no trading area. Because nothing is happening. If I would have gotten this trade yesterday or this morning at the start of the New York session, my money has pretty much not moved anywhere. That's not what I want. So still, that's still my no trading zone. It got to get out of that area before I'm confident with entering this trade for a sell or a buy. It has to. Let's zoom out to a higher time frame, see what we're working with. Like we went over, I think it was like May or something. Yeah, May was the last time price was this high at all. And before that, the last time that it had gotten above still in May. So either we're going to look for a buy opportunity up until this area here, right? Those can be some areas of take profits here, or we can wait for the bigger move, which is obviously the sell. Those blue lines represent possible TPs on the buy. Or we can be looking for the bigger move, like I said, which is the sell here, right? That's what we could be looking for on the sell opportunity. Look at how far we can drop on UJ. Of course, it's not going to drop straight down. You guys know that. There's going to be some type of zigzagging, some type of stutter steps, anything like that. I'm okay with that because I want to walk the pips down. If I can be bagging my pips as I go, you guys should do the same thing. You guys should do the same thing. So I will mark out these take profits right here. Let me zoom in a little bit so I can see a little bit better. So I can mark out these take profits for you guys. Possible take profits anyway. 108, 948. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy, man? All right, same thing up here. What is that? 108, 926, or not 109, 826. Zoom out so I can see the rest of my TPs. There we go. 110, 139. I'm also using one hand, guys. So if I'm moving a little bit slower than usual, it's because I'm just using one hand. Columbus is in the other. So yeah. All right. So again, that's what we're looking for on UJ. Before we do anything, before I send out any type of alert, I don't know why this keeps getting smaller. We have to get out of this area first. We have to get out of this area before I'm willing to do anything. I need to see a breakout and the close and the retest so I can know for sure, okay, UJ done consolidating. I can go on. I can execute my order, minimize my drawdown, minimize my chances of being caught in more consolidation. So I'm not going to chase no trade here. I'm going to wait to see what is going to happen, see what the market wants to do before I make a move right here on UJ. Any questions before we go over GJ, which is doing the same thing? We're not really seeing much movement from last night. Only thing that we're seeing is that our no trade zones were accurate. That's what we're seeing right here. Our no trading zones were accurate. We zoom out or look at a bigger time frame. What move do you guys think I'm looking for? It's based off of what you see right now. What move do y'all think I'm looking for?
A sale.
Exactly. I'm looking for a sale right here. Not saying that a buy won't happen, because I don't know what the market gonna do. But when you look at the past, look at what happened. The last time we were far enough above my level of resistance was in 2018, in April. Other than that, it toyed around in that area. I don't want no toys. That's not what I want. I don't want to toy around in the area. I want some security. So that doesn't mean, for me, that doesn't mean sell the ceiling and buy out the floor. That's not what that means. But what that does mean is go look at previous price action, see what happened. Don't go against the market. Wait until it tells you what it wants to do, and then you follow suit. Just like last night. So right now, price is still teeter-totter in our no trading zone. So we're not going to do anything. There's nothing to be done right here. on GJ. Nothing to be done except wait for something to happen. What you do need to do, though, is set an alert. You need to set an alert in drag do. Uh-oh. At 147.803. And you need to set an alert at 145.609. One of the two has to happen. It's either going to consolidate or it's going to break to the up or downside. Something has to happen, though. Price is not going to stand still for forever. It has to move. It's just a matter of where it's going to be moving to. Any questions on GJ, even though it's not doing anything? Does anybody have any questions about what I'm going over? Also, remember, these are also all markups from last night. So that's why I'm not going into a ton of detail, because there are markups from last night. Same thing here. We're still in this no trade area. Price has not went anywhere from call last night. So guess what? Guess what I'm waiting on? Just like before, the methods don't change. The methods don't change. Don't try to force the market to do what you want it to do. Don't try to bag some pips that aren't even there. This also goes with knowing what your confirmations are, which is why I went over that last night. Know what your confirmations are. Everybody, when we hop on the call, your individual calls, it's going to be the first thing that I ask you. After our call yesterday, did you create a confirmation checklist? If you didn't, did you at minimum copy my confirmation checklist? You need to know why you're entering a trade before you enter a trade. If you don't know, 9 times out of 10, you impulse trading. And I'm saying that because I do it. I done it. If you're not following your confirmations, you're chasing the trade, impulse trade, something like that. And I can guarantee you those are most of the times when you lose. When you follow your confirmations, you probably don't lose as much. But when you try to force something that's not there or chase a move, that is probably where you're losing. So we're not going to trade in this area because we don't want to get caught in that. We don't want to get caught in that consolidation. We don't want to get caught in chasing a move. None of that. None of that. So we're just going to wait until price get out of this area before we decide to make a decision on GN. And again, literally same thing with Euro USD. It hasn't moved since last night. Has not moved since last night. Last night's call, it's in the same area. We need to get out of this. Unless you want to see your money go back and forth, or unless you scalping certain moves for a few minutes. That's the only way. If you're trying to bag your pips though, then we're going to wait. We're going to be patient until something happens. Because right now ain't nothing popping with these 5 setups. Nothing is popping right now. So let's zoom out on a bigger time frame.
So since nothing is popping, what's your plan for trading right now? Just waiting for an alert?
Yep, waiting for an alert, or take signals that from charts that Caleb marked up. But for my own trades, I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting on my alerts to pop off, and then I'll come back and say, you know, yes, price went through this area, but did it close above? You know, did I have my retest? So on and so forth. So I'm not doing anything until something happens. See, I need to go back and put that in there too. Let's see, right here. Set an alert 1.11799. Also going to set one. Here you go, little dude. Let's see. 1.11165. Gonna set alerts in both of those areas and wait to see what happens. Set alerts in both of those areas and wait to see what happens. One other pair that I want to go over that Caleb sent out in the chat. He sent out gold. Let's see. He sent out gold in the chat. Gold already hit our TPs, but I want to show you guys something. All right. So this is where we are right here, right? At the very top of this level of resistance. Can anybody tell me what's happening right here?
It's retesting.
Anybody else?
Is it a double top?
Maybe. Anybody else?
It looks like it's rejecting off that area based on that wick.
So yes, all of you guys are right in a different way. What is highlighted in that yellow box is wick failures. What do wick failures tell us?
Price don't want to go up there.
Exactly. If price wanted to go up there, would have done it already. If price wanted to go up there, it would have done it already. So now I want to bring to your attention what has happened in the past when we got to this area. Some fake outs in there. Look at what happened. Good job, bud. Look at what happened. Price fell. We zoom out to the 4 hours. We can get more in a frame. Bless you. Bless you. Overall, this would have been a huge no trading area because look, nothing is happening right here. In the grand scheme of things, nothing is happening right here. So just based off of this, what do you guys think I'm looking for with gold?
Sell.
Exactly. So I'm just waiting on it to happen. I'm just waiting on it to happen. I'm not going to force it. Nothing. Exactly. I'm just waiting on it to happen. That is an old Monday's low, so I need to update that. I'm just waiting on something to shake. That's it. And once it does, then I'll be ready for it. So even right here on gold, again, for me personally, some people will trade in the middle of this. I don't want to. I don't want to because I don't want to be in the trade and then it go, I don't know, 13 pips and then it goes in a different direction. I don't want to see my money go blue, red, blue. That's not what I want, right? So personally, I don't want to trade in this area, but because I'm looking for a sale, once I get the breakout, that's that arrow. Once I get that retest on a 15-minute, because for me, gold moves fast, so I want to be on a 15-minute. Once I get that break in the retest, that I'm cool with a sale. And then after that, my take profits will look like this. Anytime you see a blue line, guys, on any of my chart, if you guys didn't know, that stands for take profit. So 3 take profits right there on the sale. 3 take profits on the sale. So what's stopping you from entering that sale right now? What's stopping me from entering that is retail trading. I don't like to trade at the ceiling and buy at the floor. It minimizes my chances of being not stopped out of trade, being faked out. Minimizes my chance of being faked out, minimizes my chance of being extra drawdown. So that's why, I mean, you could, some people already are in this trade for a sale. How do you feel about gold getting TP2? TP2 from the signal chat, do you mean?
Yes.
Kayla, what was your TP2 for gold? I don't even know if he's still in the house, y'all. Hold on a second. Let me go look. $14.80.36. Let's see, where is that? 14.80.36. So that blue line was TP2. I mean, I don't know yet. I would still hold it if you already got it. I will still hold it because for me, remember this right here, this is like a anything can happen area. That's kind of how I look at this, an anything can happen area. So I will hold it. If you already have a TP2 or if you're already trying to ride it to TP2, I will hold it. Just like always, make sure your stop loss has been moved into a stop profit because we've already hit TP1. So make sure you have a stop profit for sure. But in situations like this, unless something hits my stop loss and we're in these kind of zones, I'm not closing out on the trade. Not closing out of the trade, but you definitely need to have a stop profit always. Anytime you're up, 10 to 15 pips, always input a stop profit, especially with volatile pairs like gold, the peso, stuff like that. Always have a stop profit because literally anything can happen, which is just no trade zone. That's the anything can happen area. Let's see anything else in the chat. But yeah, that's what's stopping me from entering the sale right now. Because like I said, I don't want to buy at the ceiling and sell at the floor, because if trading were that easy, everybody would do it and we would all be billionaires, trillionaires by now. But it's not. A lot of fake outs happen like that. So I want to make sure that I have enough momentum before I enter a trade, in this particular instance, before I enter a sale. And then I don't mark up US 30. Caleb marked up US 30 this morning, and it hit TP1 and 2. So I can't go over US 30 with you guys because I don't have it marked up. That was Caleb markup that he put in the chat. And let's see. Check the comments. Can you give an example of what you want to see to enter? Yes. So down here, I'm not entering. I can get rid of that one. I'm not entering until I get the break and retest of this support down here. That's when I would enter gold, unless I started to get some really strong momentum to the downside. Then I would reevaluate and send you guys an alert in the chat. But other than that, I need to see a break and a retest to let me know I'm out of this anything can happen zone. If I don't get that, then I personally am not sending out an alert for gold. Just kind of how last night I was saying my confirmations look different depending on the pair. This is one of those instances. That doesn't mean, like I said, that doesn't mean that somebody is not in profit already on gold, because clearly, look, they are. And even now that I'm looking at this, can somebody tell me, let me get rid of this box. Can somebody tell me what just happened right here that would make me change my mind on entering this trade right now?
The MA is crossed.
Nope, they did it. Anybody else?
Oh, just engulfing candle.
Yep, exactly. A bearish engulfing candle at a level of resistance. That will make me change my mind and say, hey, execute gold for a sale. That is the only thing. Things like that, knowing those candlestick patterns. On top of that, we can add that bearish engulfing with the fact that we have these wick failures right here, letting me know that price does not want to go any higher right now. So because on gold, I don't like to enter really if I'm not at a time increment, like the 15-minute, the 1 hour, stuff like that. So before I make my decision, I'm going to wait another 5 minutes, and then I'll let you guys if you should be executing gold for a sale. Any other questions before our time together suspends? Any other questions? All right, you guys. Well, tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, you have trading training with Caleb. I'm sure he will go over this. You guys know gold is his baby. So yeah, make sure you guys plug in, come with questions. He cannot teach you guys on something that he, doesn't know that you're struggling with. So make sure you come with questions, ask them. Do not be afraid to ask them. If you don't like to talk, then put them in the chat. Other than that, in the chat box on the call. Other than that, I will see you guys in the trade school chat. Again, I love you. Have an amazing Monday. Talk to you all soon.